Founding mothers of our Constitution. Women play a key role for making our future better. She is also known as Mother Ma. She contributes their views and thoughts which helps us to be a good citizen. If we go through our history, we will find some mothers who are known as the founding mothers of our Constitution. On the occasion of International Women's Day on 8 March 2024, Karnataka Postal Circle of a Department of Posts, Government of India released a book along with 15 postcards in honor of 15 founding mothers of our constitutions. They are Vijayalakshmi Pandit. She was the first female Indian cabinet minister in 1937. She served as the 8th President of the United Nations General Assembly. In 1953-54, she served as the India's ambassador to Moscow 1947 to 49 and to Washington and Mexico in 1949 to 51. She was the third governor of Maharashtra 1962 to 64. Second is Purnima Banerjee. She was a member of the Constitution Assembly of India from 1946 to 1950. She was also known as a fighter for the fundamental rights. Third, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. She was the first Health Minister of India. She was elected from the United Province to the Constitution Assembly of the India. She was also a member of Subcommittee on Fundamental Rights and Minorities. Number 4 is Renuka Rai. She was a prominent women's rights advocate. She is also known as a woman who dedicated her life to the women of India. She was elected to the Constituent Assembly from West Bengal 1946 to 47. She was also appointed as the Ministry of Relief and Rehabilitation West Bengal from 1952 to 57. Fifth is Annie Mascarin. She was an Indian independent activist, politician and lawyer from Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. She represented the princely state of Travancore and Cochin Union in the Constituent Assembly, where she spoke on the issue of federalism. Sixth, Malti Chaudhary. She was an Indian civil rights and freedom activist. She was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Orissa. As a president of Utkal Pradesh Congress Committee, she tried her best to emphasize the role of education. Number 7th, Leela Roy. She was a social activist emphasizing education for girls. She was the first female graduate of the University of Dhaka. She was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Bengal on 1946. Number 8 is Sansa Mehta. She was a reformist, social activist, educator and writer. She was elected from Bombay to Constituent Assembly. She was appointed as the first Vice Chancellor of Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda. 9th, Begum Aijaz Rasul. She was the only Muslim woman in the Constituent Assembly who represented the United Province. She was also elected to the Rajya Sabha in 1952 to 54. Number 10 is Ammu Swaminathan. She was an Indian social worker. She was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Madras in 1946. She spoke on the fundamental rights and directive principles. She also served as the second President of the Bharat Scout and Guides 1960 to 1965. 11th, Durgabai Deshmukh. She was an Indian freedom fighter, lawyer, social worker and politician. She was elected as the member of the Constituent Assembly from Madras. She was also a member of Planning Commission of India. 12th, Sarojini Naidu. She was an Indian political activist and poet. She was also known as the Nightingale of India. She was appointed to the Constituent Assembly from Bihar. She spoke about the importance of adopting a national flag in assembly. She was the first governor of United Province in 1947 to 1949. 13th is Kamla Chaudhary. She was a Hindi story writer. She was a member of the Constituent Assembly and also served as a member of the Provincial Government of India till 1952. 14th, Sucheta Kriplani. She was the first woman Chief Minister of India, means fourth Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. In 1946, she was elected to the Constituent Assembly from United Province. Number 15th, Dakshani Velathian. She was the first and only scheduled caste woman to be elected to the Constituent Assembly of India by the Council in 1946.